So, heading to Joshua Tree National Park today, and I've passed through a bunch of it, so I'm not sure we'll see. This is the town of Joshua Tree. Pretty kitschy, in a cool way. I think we missed a good portion of it, but just interesting. Joshua Tree, the town. I'm not sure if I knew there was such a thing or not. And heading towards Joshua Tree National Park, which the guy at the restaurant last night told me it's just more desert, and I gotta tell you, I've been seeing all kinds of Joshua trees as I've been driving along, so I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of this park, but so I'm still 54 miles from it, and I've seen enough Joshua trees to last me a lifetime, but we'll go to the national park because that's on the list of things to do. Alright, I've left the Mojave Desert and the Joshua Trees, and the girl at the visitor center in Joshua Tree told me I'd be moving into a different desert. I don't know if it's a Sonoran desert, I forgot what she told me. And instead of Joshua trees, I'd be seeing Yucca trees. Now, I don't know if these are Yucca trees, I don't know what these are. They're planted in rows, so it could be something totally different. I'm guessing, but looking at stuff hanging off them, they grow them to pick a fruit off of them. I don't know if yucca is a fruit. There's a number of things I know, but there's trillions more that I don't know, and this falls into the don't know category. I just thought these trees were kind of interesting. I thought they were palm trees, but I don't think you would plant palm trees to collect stuff off them, but I don't know. It's on both sides of the road. They're like farms and stuff like that, so I don't know what I'm looking at here. I should have done a little research, but I didn't know what I was getting into. Just I don't know if they're called orchards or what they're called. On the other side of these bushes, there's a pile of them. There's more over on this side. There's other bushes growing something there also. But this is what I'm seeing now. I kind of thought these were palm trees, but I don't think they are. These could be the yucca trees. I don't know. So I'm driving down the road. I'm getting near the Arizona border, I think, in Southern California. And I see this huge, really beautiful lake. You can't see it because of the clouds. There's mountains on the other side. And I'm thinking, there's no one here. And then I get out, and does it stink? Sulfuric. I don't know if it's a salt lake or just what, but I don't see any sign of anything. Nice beaches and everything, and not a person in sight. So, on a hot Friday afternoon. By the way, those of you who follow the food part, I saw a Del Taco. Never been to one. Only really ever heard of it from watching, I think it was Big Bang Theory. So I stopped and got 2 tacos. Except for having more cheese, I couldn't really tell the difference between it and Taco Bell. So I didn't know if I expected something different. There you go. Alright, this is evidently the Salton, S-A-L-T-O-N, Salton C. And I'm driving, so I haven't been able to do any research. I'm going to look this up tonight because it looks like it used to have some kind of activity. They had like a North Shore Yacht Club and a marina, but the marina was empty and the yacht club was nobody there, and there's a lot of just businesses that are gone. And this is a state recreation area, but the campgrounds are closed, and I don't know, there's just nobody here. The road to the last campground was closed, so I'll do a little research, though you might have to do your own if you have any interest, because I don't know if I'll be back on to talk about it, but well, that one looks open, but not a soul in sight. So there's like miles and miles of beach on this Salton Sea, which is, I'm guessing, a inland salt lake type thing, and not any activity. All right, I'm at a town called Bombay Beach. Stopped to talk to the lady at the local grocery store. She was kind of proud of the town and the art in it and stuff. So these people got a sense of humor, I guess. So here's Bombay Beach Estates. Some of them are deserted. Some people live in some of these. Some on the other side. People living in that. And that. I don't know if I said this. Population on the sign says 295. I'm pretty sure it's not 295. So I stopped in the local market to buy something, and still on that Salton Sea, by the way. She said the water level has dropped drastically, and then the valley sold off its excess water rights to San Diego, so it doesn't get any fresh water pumping in it anymore. It's just dropping and getting saltier and saltier. So this is the town. Maybe people just, some of these are definitely deserted forever. Maybe some of these people just come down in the winter wherever they're from. It's colder. I don't know if this was a thriving place one time or not. Doesn't look like it. Well, how do I know? It just very different. Still in Bombay Beach. Not sure what I'm looking at over there. Some artist attempt at something. Alright, now I got it. It's a plane that's face planted. I'm not sure if you could actually go into that thing. It's got something leading up to it and the door is open. Not that I'm going to do it, but should any one of you ever stop by Bombay Beach, you can give it a try. Some of these homes look like people have put some thought and care into them. Alright, still in southeastern California. Looks like a large terminal of some type over here. I don't know if it must be a train line that brings those in. I just wanted to point out, this is some of the flattest land I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen flat land, but it's just flat in both directions. Flat, flat, flat. Far as you can see. Flat. Farmland. I've seen different types of farming going on here. Just flat. Shut it off too soon. This is I already passed a ton of it. Giant stockyard over here. Thousands and thousands of cattle. Still back there. Shut it off too soon again. Thousands of them. Thousands. Got these trees. These could be the Yucca trees. I don't know. Don't know why I keep trying to find Yucca trees. I don't know what they look like, so I'm not sure what's up. Heading to Yuma, Arizona tonight to sleep. Anyone who's familiar with the movie 310 to Yuma, I think it's changed since the movie, but the address of my hotel, I thought this was kind of ironic, if you will, was coincidental. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It's 310 some street, so I thought that was kind of cool. 310 Street, Yuma, Arizona. Come around a corner and rows or lines of telephone poles, power line poles. Alright, here we are, driving through downtown Yuma. This is the main street. And like just about any main street, there are some empty buildings. My guess is if I was to head out to the outskirts, I'd find malls and Walmarts and all that type of stuff. And these downtowns have tried to turn themselves into like, I don't know, boutique restaurants and stuff like that. Just right in the middle of Main Street, cool fountain. No parallel parking necessary, it's all diagonal. Thanks for visiting historic downtown Yuma. So, I'm on Arizona State 85, heading south. I think I'm going to end up pretty close to the Mexican border, going to the Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument, and I'm passing through the town of Ajo, A-J-O, and I've seen 3 or 4 places that sell, I don't know what it's all about, but Mexican insurance for your trip to Mexico. So you can stop and get Mexican insurance. I don't know if American insurance doesn't work in Mexico. I don't know how this works. So, town of, I'm going to say Ajo. I have no idea. Ajo. I don't think it matters too much. I'm guessing I'm about 20 to 25 miles from the Mexican border. I'm still heading south towards the Mexican border. Kind of towards the middle of Arizona, I think. And like every other town I've driven through, lots of boarded up buildings. And it's kind of odd because, I mean, it's not like there's anywhere else to go around here. This is in the middle of nothing. And when you get into the southwest, you get a lot of this adobe style buildings, which I think is pretty cool stuff. Alright, so let's keep going towards Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument. Here I am at Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument, a biosphere reserve. I was here once before, but it was getting late. I was a little nervous, so I didn't go too deep into it, but it's morning time now, and I'm going to go see if I can hit up the visitor center. Well, I cleaned the windshield this morning, but it's pretty bugged up, so I don't know what that's going to do to my focus. But here I am driving through all these, both sides of the road, Organ Pipe Cactus. They're pretty big. I would say they're, some of them 15 to 20 feet high. There's the Io Mountains off to the left, by the way. There sure are plenty of these cacti out here. So we're still heading towards the visitor center today. See what else we can maybe grab, and then tomorrow, I think tomorrow is Saguaro National Park, known for its saguaro cacti, but I don't remember. So we'll do some different types of very large growth of cacti. When you ask questions, you get answers. So I was talking to the ranger inside, and I was getting the difference between a couple types of cacti. So this one, with all the stalks, I don't know what they're called, she told me and I forgot, coming up, that's the organ pipe. And then these big ones like this, and that thing is got to be 25 feet high. That's a saguaro, which is the type we're going to go see tomorrow in the Saguaro National Park. So the organ pipe is named because it actually looks like organ pipes. And then the saguaro. This is a permanent, though not permanently used, Border Patrol checkpoint. And I'm pretty sure at some point today we're going to go through one of these, where they stop you and check you and ask you questions and do all kinds of stuff. Try to record it, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. Coming to the town of Why, W-H-Y, Why. That's the name of it. This is where the guy in the bookstore that I was just talking to at the visitor center lives, and he was just talking about, it's called Y. They actually wanted to call it just the letter Y. There's the sign, Y. But the law wouldn't allow them to, and they wanted to call it Y because there's two roads. Wanted kind of a fork in the road, so they wanted to call it Y for the fork in the road. Not much here. Guy moved here from New Hampshire. Sorry, that corner came up a little quicker than I expected. There's no direct roads to anything out here, so I have to go northeast to Tucson and then back south. The roads are sparse, as are the people, unless you get to the cities, suburbs. Alright, we're on 85, we're on 86, heading towards Tucson. Alright, we're coming up to a Border Patrol checkpoint. I can't tell if it's active or not. It looks like it is. So I'm just going to put the camera down so we can hear what goes on, but not actually video these guys. Okay, turns out the checkpoint was closed. You know, it's got all that stuff set up, so I have the feeling we might run into one or two yet, but we'll see. Well, I apologize for the bug splatter on the windshield, which may be affecting the focus here. Coming up to another, it was active when I went by in the opposite direction, a Border Patrol checkpoint, on an interstate no less. And it's a permanent one. It's not like they just set it up today. Well, let's see where this goes, if it goes anywhere. It looks active. There are people here. With a dog. Let's put the camera down. Hey, how are you? All set? Thanks. Well, they had a dog actively checking the car in front of me, but it evidently didn't hit too much because the car is on its way. He just waved at me. Must have seen some old fat white guy with Connecticut plates, nothing to worry about. So, we're on our way, heading up to Tucson.